I was going through this process, and somehow the art I was doing, whether it was visual art and I was drawing or painting or whatever, I was also doing that then, I was healing my heart with what I like to call heartistry, right? It was my heartistry. And as I first formed this clay man and a torso of a clay man, which is sort of like iron, I made it out of iron. It was hard and it looked sad and beaten down and everything, but like super strong as well. And then I made, after that, a horse that was like this big. This horse was hard to make because I had it on one pillar.
Wow.
And the whole thing it ended up weighing almost 75 pounds, just in clay. Mm-hmm. And then you have to do a lost salt technique to turn it into a bronze, which was a whole thing. I was like going through the metallurgy of turning base metals into gold through this alchemical sculpting process. So then the next one, and I didn't even realize the things that I was choosing, the materials I was choosing were all alchemical references, from iron, right, to brass. Then I went from brass to and bronze to copper. I made the form of a woman, and it was a very smooth. It was not rough and tumble like the first one that I made. It was a very smooth torso of like a Venus, beautiful, and I put so much heart into it, and then I turned it into this copper sculpture. And then I ended up making a gold phoenix. And I was literally going through the alchemical steps. I didn't even know that this stuff existed. I had no idea. And then the last thing I made was a clay man. I made a snake also after that, but I made a clay man. And the clay man, I had no idea. I posted it. It looked like Vitruvian Man. And he's standing like this. And someone posted on my page and said, "Whoa, you're making a golem." And I said, "What's a golem?" They're like, "It's a goylem." I'm like, "What's a goylem?" And they said, "Oh, it's a clay man that a rabbinical, a Kabbalistic rabbi, when they come to a certain point in their spiritual practice, they all make clay men." Historically, I'm like, what do they make a clay man for? To emulate the recreation of man by God.
Out of clay, of course.
Out of clay. And then you have to put the name Emet, which is truth in Hebrew, Aleph Mem Tav. Emet, which when you say the word Emet backwards in English, what is it? Time.
Time, yeah.
Emission of light is emit, light. And the opposite of light is time. Mm-hmm. It's theorized as such, by the way, through gravitons, and gravity impacts time.
Yes.
So what a coincidence that the anagram of the name or word emit of light is time, which also could be looked at as it's me. Emission and time is absorption. Wow. Wait a minute. So you start realizing, wait a minute, is this all just like an encryption? Yeah.